So today we will learn CSV file. Let me create one new folder for CSV like that we have did. So let me create a new folder CSV. Okay, now here, suppose what is CSV file? CSV file means comma separated values. Okay, so there can be some more types of files like TSV. TSV means tab separated values. If I create how to create a CSV file, just create a new text document. Suppose I am giving a name like CBSE. The file name is CBSE dot CSV, not text dot CSV. Okay, it will give a prompt like do you want to change the file type? You can select yes. Now the specialty of CSV file is that you can open a CSV file. Okay, Julila. So we have just started. We have created one CSV file here. So I am explaining what are the specialty of CSV file. CSV file can be opened in Excel format as well as in the notepad format. Let me first open it in the notepad format. So let me give some name like employee ID, say employee name, whatever you can give, age, comma, what can you give? Age, comma, state, from which state person belongs to. So employee ID say 101, e-name say Rajoshi, age 20, say age 20, okay, state West Bengal. Okay, Priyanshu. Okay, Priyanshu, we have just started. We are just checking how to create a CSV file. Okay, so I am giving some name here. CSV file means comma separated values. So first I am giving 101 some name, Rajoshi's name, 102 say Julila's name. Say I'm giving 25, Julila belongs to Punjab, say 103 say Shubham. Some values, some random values, 31 say. So let me close this file, let me save it. Close. So now the specialty of the CSV file is it can be opened in both the formats. In Notepad, let me check. It can be opened in Notepad, very fine. And also it can be opened in an Excel format. So that is the specialty of CSV, but it is not an Excel file, remember. Okay, so this is EID, this is e-name, this is age, and this is state. Okay, so this is the specialty of CSV file. Now I'm not going to use this CSV file anymore. Let me delete that. Rather, I will create one new version of file. Okay, so first I will try to create one CSV file. The first will be how to create a CSV file. First we will learn. So let me create this in the same way. First, let me create a file with the name of CSV folder with the name of one simple write. Okay, same, we will follow the same way like the dat folder. We will create one by one all the programs. The first program will be simple write. I will create one simple CSV file. Okay, let me save it. So in CSV file, we have to import CSV. Like in dat, we have already imported pickle. So here it will be CSV. So it will be just an import CSV. So after that, the line will be same. There will be one variable f. I am trying to open a new CSV file. So you can mention the full path of the file. Means what is the full path? Full path means this one. C user Devabrata the desktop CSV folder. You can insert the complete folder name. We know how to use the complete folder name. Otherwise, you can also create a file like this. Students dot or say CBSE dot CSV. The same file I want to create. Okay, and I will create it with the, I will open the file with write format. So what is the use of write format? If the file exists, it will write the data again, and if it doesn't exist, it will just create the file and write the data. So I am opening the file in the write format. Okay, write mode actually. So here you have to take a CSV writer or CW. So what is CW? CSV writer. This is a ready-made thing gifted by Python. You do not need to think anything. Means you do not need to think a single thing here. You have to just declare CW. It is means CSV writer. So CSV dot writer. Same like pickle.dump, pickle.load. Here, if you want to write something, you just need to create a variable named CW, and it is basically CSV writer. So what are you going to write and where you are going to write? You are going to write in the file that we have already opened the second line. So we have created one CSV writer. This is a new thing. You might be thinking, what is this CW? It is just a CSV writer. For the timing, just remember the name. I will show how to use the same. So this CW basically, or CSV writer, helps us to do something to write into the file. There is no necessity that you need to write CW. You can give any name. You can give AS. You can give any name. So CW, just I'm writing just because of to remember the name. CW means CSV writer. C for CSV, W for writer. So how to write? How to write a row? So this is the way. CW dot write row. Give a list. In the list, I can mention, what can I mention? Role, I can mention. What else I can do? Name, I can do. Just excuse me for 1 minute. I am having one call. Just give me 1 minute. So the how many lines means how many times you will write this write row function. I mean to say this one. That number of lines will be inserted into the file. So let me test with the first value. So roll number 1. Suppose I am giving so in the quotes and say marks is say 95. So that's all. Now I'm going to close up. So run the program. So just before running the program, look, there is nothing, no file is being created in this program. So now we are going to create the same. So let me do that. It is a simple write. So the program has been executed. One file is created. You can open it in both the format Excel or Notepad. Let me open it in the Notepad. So look, a file with 2 lines has been inserted. But you can find a weird thing like after each line, there is an enter. So we can skip that. I will check later. But for the timing, this is the way. Anyone having any doubt how to write simple lines into a CSV file? Please let me know. If you have any doubt, any question, you can look. This is the file. But something weird here that an extra line is being printed. I will take care of that. But for the timing, this is the first program of CSV, how to write some lines into the CSV. So anyone having any doubt, you can tell. Let me copy this one. In the meantime, you can ask. Okay, silent. Everyone is silent means everything is good. Everyone is understanding the problem. Okay, let me go to the second problem. So here, if you want to ignore that line, the new line, so you just need to give one thing. You just need to mention comma new line equals to nothing. Like the same thing we have done earlier, if you can remember, if you write print hi and print hello, suppose print hi and print hello in earlier chapter, but it is a very simple one. So how it is going to be printed? Let me do it this way. Just two lines, print hi and print hello. Let me run this program. This will be our second program. Write no extra line. The program is write with no extra line. Okay. Anyway, it will print hi and. So look, a default enter is being printed. A default enter. But if you want to print hi and hello in the both in the same line, what to do in that case? You have to mention comma end equals to space. Comma end equals to space. It will ignore the enter at the end of the printing statement. Look, now it will print in the same line hi and hello. So the same thing I am going to do here. So here what I will do, I will put just one small phrase like new line equals to blank. So I am telling interpreter that do not need to print that extra line after each line. So now I'm creating a new file CBSE2. Let's see. So run the program again. So look, it has been executed. The file has been created in the back. Let me check. I'm opening the file in the notepad. Look, the extra line can be uploaded. Any doubt in this one? You can tell me. Any doubt? If you have no doubt, I can move forward. Let me create another new file. Now some complex, right? Say. So I can take an input. Okay, let me give the name as CSV3. I'm going to create a new file. CSV writer, if everything is correct, I am writing the header, name, role, name, marks. Now I will ask the user. Now I will ask the user how many lines, how many data you want to insert. It can be made dynamic as well, but I'm not showing the dynamic because in your exams, the questions are very easy. So enter the number of lines you want to insert. So user might choose 3 lines or 4 lines or 5 lines, whatever it is. So I am going to introduce one for loop here for I in range 1 to num plus 2. Suppose user has given I want to insert 3 rows. So I am iterating this for loop for 3 times. I think you all know this. So anyway, so after that, I am going to take the input from the user role equals to I will ask user int input enter the role. I will ask user enter the name as well. Int function. Okay, or you can give like any RL, whatever. Okay, so anyway, so after that, what else? Marks. Let it give like in key. Enter the marks. Okay, now it is ready. So what I will do, a CSV file or that file always means interact with list and dictionary. So here today I will create a list. So list, I will create list val equals to, I will place roll number at first, name at second position, and marks at the third position. And then rest of the things are same. Rest of the things are being done by write row function. Okay, CSV writer, write row. So I will just write list val. Step by step, I am gradually, means I am doing all the programs. Okay, I'm just doing step by step. First, I have shown you how to write in a simple way. Second, with no extra line. Now I am taking more than one line from the user. Let me run the program. A new file CBSE3 will be created. Let me check. It's correct. Let me check. So this program will be named like 3 complex write. So enter the lines you want to insert. Suppose I want to insert 3 lines. Enter the role. Say one role with Shakti. Okay. Marks, suppose 1 role. Role 2, say Umgag. Say marks 98. So role 3, say Shoham, say marks equals to say 95. So that's all. 3 values has been inserted. Let me check if they are successfully inserted in the file or not. Let me open it, the notepad. 3 values has been inserted. You can also check the value after opening the file in the Excel format as well. CSV file can be opened with the any doubt, I need some feedback from you because we have done 3 programs. Before going for the next, just let me know. Are you able to understand or any difficulties you are having? Just one by one. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, fine. Rajesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we have done enough write into the CSV. Now, no, there is another write is pending. So let me open it. If you want, you can input. Let me copy out this. So if you want, you can also use write rows, ROWS. What is the role of write rows? Write rows helps you to insert all the values at a time. So let me show you the example. Do not need to take the input from the user. I will create one list val with all the values. All the values means it will be a list of list. In suppose, let me give first value as, so it will be a list of list. First value as say 1. Say comma, say 2 Julina. This is a list of lists, if you can remember. No, still it's okay if you forget. It is just a simple the values in a format of list. That's all. 95 still the same. 3, I am going to insert 3 values. So so 3 values I'm going to insert together. Okay. So this is the first value. One list. This is another list. And this is another list. So this is a list of list. Look, outside this is another big list. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to insert the values one by one. I will simply use a new function named write rows. Look, one S is extra. Here, one line has been inserted. Here, one line has been inserted. So the name was write row. Here we are going to insert 3 lines. So the function name is write rows. Okay. So let me run the program. Okay, yeah, okay, just a minute. Let me give them in the CBSE. Then it will be clearly visible. So, number 4 program will be write multiple lines. Multi-line. So let me run the program. Okay, it is being executed. Let me check the folder if CBSE4 is created successfully. Look, multiple values. Any doubt on this? So I think we are done with the right part. No, we can also check another program. We can also check another program. That is also a simple one. You all know that. Let me copy this. With clause. How to use with clause. So this is also a part of that folder as well, that file handling. So now I will apply the same here. So now let me open CBSE 5. So the everything will be same apart from this f equals to will be with open as if. That's all, nothing else. That's all. So now all the lines will come under this with clause. As you know, what is the use of with clause? In with clause, if anyone forgets to close the file, automatically it will be closed. So I do not need to. You can give it, but if you want, you can also delete this. F dot close is not required. Everything else is same. It will also execute writer. It will also execute write row. It will also execute write rows. Everything will be same. Let me run the program. It is program number 5. Write with clause. So let me check if it is successfully being executed. The CBSE file is being created. Let me check. Look, the same file has been created. Okay, any doubt with any of this write program? Let me know.
Sir, can you show the program again?
Okay, yeah, sure. The same program. Let me open the CSV4 as well. Then you can compare. Yeah, everything is same. Just here, I have deleted f equals to and place it like as it. That's all. So the difference is in with clause, if anyone forgets to close the file, it will automatically be closed. But here you have to explicitly close the file. Otherwise, file will be open. Okay, you cannot see, but in the memory it will be open. So that is the only difference. And the with clause is same with all the file types. It is not like it can be applied only in the CSV. You can apply the same with the text. You can apply the same with the that everywhere. Okay. Any doubt? Otherwise, we can move.
So we can also change the delimiter. So instead of comma, it can be tab or enter.
Yes. If you use tab, it will be called as tab specified value, TSV.
No, sir, in CSV only by using the delimiter.
Yeah. I'm just telling you the name. In the CSV means comma separated. Sometimes you can see the values as. Sometimes you can say you can see the name like TSV. So the full format of the name is tab separated value. So you can create file separated by anything, means comma, tab. So these are the common things.
So also slash. So if we give
delimiter. Yeah. You can use any delimiter. People do not use the alphabets because there is no use. Suppose if I use A as a separator, then suppose I am writing that so it will be separated like this. If you open it in Excel, you cannot see A, it will be like something like this. So it is better to use comma or suppose tab or slash, anything you can use. Even pipes also people use. So anything you can use. But suppose in anyone's name, suppose Anurag, in Anurag's name, suppose it is like Anurag, comma, something shortcut, Anurag, comma, K space shortcut. So that comma will separate Anurag and K shortcut into different. So that you need to be here. Okay. Otherwise, means it is same. It is same and it is very simple. So now I'm going to read the file for the first time because we are reading the file as of now manual. But now I want to read the file programmatically. Let me copy this program. So there is no need to write the program again. Everything is same. So I am going to read the last file, last advanced file, CBSE file. The first one is very simple. So let me read the last one. So, anyway, let me write it quickly. Import CSV. Okay. F equals to open. What was the file name? CBSE file. CBSE file dot CSV. You can also give the full path. Okay. You can also give the full path, giving a R at the front. Okay, we have already seen that in the dat file handling, but here I am handling the simple format, and here it will be read format, read mode. I am going to read the file. There is no use of writing because we have already checked the same. So now a CSV writer, or you can name it like CSV reader, CR. Okay, or you can give it any name. There is no such mandatory things that you have to give CR or CW. Let me take it like S. So CSV dot reader this time. Last time it was writer. So now CSV dot reader. What will I read? I will read the file F. Whatever there inside the file F, I am going to read. So just everything is there inside of S now. This variable. I'm just going to use a for loop for I in S and print this. That's all. That's all. I do not need to do this. And at the end, close up. Any doubt? Let me run the program, but before that, any doubt? Any doubt?
I can repeat this once more.
Yeah. I'm just showing. Just let me save the program 6, and it will be a simple read, or it is normal read. Sorry, something happened. What? Okay, I am trying to print S, and it will be I. Okay, let me know. I am trying to read the whole file, so that's why it is saying something, because it cannot read the whole file. It always interact with the list or the dictionary. So now, if I want to print I, it can print the values. Any doubt? Okay, let me show you the program once again. This is the program. Very simple. It is simpler than the write. Any problem? Any doubt?
I'm not able to understand the for loop.
Okay, for loop. If you do not understand, you can use another format like a I in range 0 to length of S. Now, are you able to understand? Now, and you can print it like this. Now, are you able to understand?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Both are same. That was a shortcut of the for loop. Okay. That cannot be done because S is not in a simpler format. So if you do not, means if you want to handle the values of list, here it cannot be used because ACE is not in a simple format. So the simple statement will be this. It will be easier, but it is same like accessing all the values. ACE in I. Sorry, for I in S. So I will take all the values of this. That's all. Okay. It is simple for loop. It is a part of for loop, not in the chapter of CSV. I will show you separately, but this is the way of for loop, how you can handle all the values from any data set. It might be a list, it might be a tuple, it might be anything. So you can take all the values from a data type and you can access all the values one by one and put those values inside I. That is a shortcut way of for loop. Okay, Amber? Any doubt? Just tell me.
No, sir.
Okay, I will show it separately in a for loop. So it was simple read. Let me copy this program. So, the same line I need to write again. So now I am going to. Sorry, I am going to read the file with clause. So in with clause, everything will be same. With as if everything will comes under the and if clause is not required. Okay, the same thing with clause is very simple. So it will be 6 read to with clause. Look, the same thing is printed. Okay. Any doubt, anything you can tell me? Let me close this one. Let me show you the first file we have created. The
Can you
first
do it
file.
once again?
Yeah. No, not this one. Oh, I have written the same name twice. Just let me change the name. 7. This got it. The same. Just tell me if you have any doubt, anything.
No, sir.
Perfect.
No, sir.
So let me remember you the first file or the second file with no extra line. No, the first one with the extra line. Let me show you first. So this is the file with the extra lines. We haven't handled that at that time. So now this kind of file, if I want to read it with the simple read, what will happen? Let me show you. I'm trying to read the first file, the CBSE12. Let me know. Okay, it will print look 1 extra. So suppose anyone by mistakenly written this file, but now while I am reading the file, I do not want to read these bad lines. I want to discard these lines. What to do? What should be my approach? The approach will be the same. Let me create a new file. Let me create file. Same program, but here at this part, I will introduce the same command. New line equals to the reverse one. Means I will change the line whenever I will get an extra line. Okay, I will always check a empty line with /n. If I get that, then only I will consider that as a new line. Okay. So let me first run the program. The same file, CBSE file, not CBSE file. CBSE, the first file. Let me save it with the name like 8 read no line. read no extra. Okay, let me try to check how it is behaving. Sorry, look, it is removing the extra. If someone by mistakenly inserted the line at the time of writing the file, but now I'm going to read the file and I do not know the irrelevant lines. So what is the way to remove those irrelevant lines? Just use a extra argument or a few extra words like new line equals to slash. Okay, so that will handle the file level. Any doubt? Any doubt? Just anything? Okay.
No, sir.
So with clause we can use the same as well. So it will be very simple with the new line with clause. So everything will be same. So the last program for the day, if I use a new file with clause, it will be very simple. Everything will be same with these lines. There will not be any change. I do not read these extra clause. Everything will be the same. I am again going to read the file CBSE, but this time with clause. So let me save this program. Number 9. Read no extra line. It is basically same. It is student program, but still extra line. The same. We have already checked the user. Same. So this is the way. Any doubt, anything, any question, just let me know. So these are the programs you need to handle. Everything will come.
I'm going to read once again.
Which one? Which one?
Last one.
Last
With
one.
clause.
Okay. Last one is basically same as a number 7, but still number 7 or number 6. Okay, I will tell you that you need to just go through the program once. Obviously, these are very simple programs. We have done it only by 40 minutes only. So just you need to practice the programs one by one. Just pause the class and just type the program in your interpreter and just check. That's all. That's all. And I can do another thing. If you want to see, I can use this full name as well. If I going to change this, suppose we have already checked that in the that file handling part. But if you want, you can give the full name as well. The CBSE 6, and here you need to put a R, because if you use a complicated location as this, so you need to put the R at the start. So let me run the module. So it will create another extra file. Look, it is executed, and you can see another extra file. So you can follow this way as well. Just pause the class. If you have not taken screenshot, you should just pause the class and you can check it. So it will just take 40 minutes maximum, or in case 2 hours maximum. But CSV will be, means that's all for the CSV. Okay, just rejoin once again. But we are done with this.